Hey CrocFIX lovers, this is a new video about replacing LCD screen on the Huawei P10 Lite. If you need any parts or tools, you can buy them directly from my video description links. Thank you for supporting my channel. First remove the SIM card tray and then take the heat gun and heat at around 200 degrees for around maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Just touch always and see if it's really hot, then you have to stop. Then you will need a suction cup. Use a strong one. I have this one from my previous GPS system. It was a Garmin device, so it's pretty strong. I mostly use it. And then you have to take one plastic card. It's the best tool you can have for repairing phones. You see, like I'm gently lifting the back cover. Just be careful because there is the flex cable from the fingerprint sensor attached, so don't break it. So remove the first screw and then remove the small metal piece, and then you will have to disconnect the battery first. This is just for the safety. So what I'm doing now is I remove the small sticky tape, and then I will disconnect this fingerprint sensor. I will disconnect this flex cable so we can remove the back plate, the back cover. You see? Easy. I'm removing the second screw now, and then also the second small metal piece, and then I will disconnect the LCD screen. This is the flex cable of the screen. So I'm using a little bit of the sticky tape here just to fix the flex cable from the fingerprint sensor. When I will replace the screen, I don't want to break this cable, so it's just for safety. So now we are going to remove the battery. We have to heat a little bit. We need heat. After we heat it maybe for, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Don't heat too long because the battery is sensitive. Always try with your fingers. Don't heat it more than like 50 degrees or something. I'm heating here now for maybe 1.5 minutes with 200 degrees. This is not long, so just be careful. So once the frame and the battery is warm, I use this small, how do you call it, like this, yeah, whatever tool, and try to lift the battery up. So once I made the small gap, I use the plastic card and put it inside. Just be sure don't bend the battery too much because this is not the battery is fragile and possibly you could damage it or the battery will stop to work or something. So just carefully go with this plastic card under it and try to remove it as carefully as possible. So now we're going to remove the screen. First we have to heat it up. I'm using here the heat gun at around 200 degrees again. It's about 350 Fahrenheit, maybe 360 or something. and for about, let's say, 3 minutes. Now, as you see, the screen is already broken, so on one side I try to make one gap, and I will put the plastic card inside just to lift the broken screen up and try to go around, because the adhesive is really strong. You have to work like carefully, and please use some goggles, protective goggles, because you know, the glass is cracking and you could get it in your eye, so just be carefully. Also, what I wanted to say is don't bend the frame too much. This frame is already bent a little bit because the previous user did sit on it or something, so yeah, just be careful when you go on your own. So what I'm doing now, I will clean the frame from the old black adhesive. Try to clean it as good as possible, because later when you stick the new glue, it must be clean for better holding, for better strength, and yeah. I'm using here a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Basically it's just pure alcohol, and yeah, it's the best because it dries very fast and it's good for cleaning the adhesive. Now we need to remove the old grid for the ear speaker. So just remove it from the old LCD screen and put it in the new one, because the new LCD always comes without the grid, mostly. So I'm putting the E8000 adhesive glue around the frame. It's very good glue because it's when it's finished and dry, it's still a little bit flexible. So it's very good for the screen, because never put some glue which will really get hard, because the screen can easily break then. It's better always to use the adhesive tape, but usually they are not so strong, so I'm using this glue. It's pretty common use in the phone repair area. So now you insert the flex cable inside the frame and then put the LCD screen inside the frame. Press it gently around everywhere, around the corners, and yeah. And then I will use some plastic clamps, or how do you call it, like just plastic holders, and leave the screen for leave it there for at least 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. If you have time, you can leave it overnight, so the glue will get really strong and hold the LCD inside the frame. Okay, so after 2 hours or next morning, you just remove these plastic holders, and yeah, you're good to go to insert the other parts, the battery and the small metal pieces, and of course the screws. Don't forget to connect back the flex cable, and then you just put back the back frame. the rear cover. I didn't like put a new adhesive because the old adhesive was still on it and was still pretty strong, so I just put it back, warm it up a little bit and press it down strong. Okay guys, see, Houston, we've got a picture. Thank you a lot for watching. If you have any questions, you can comment below and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. If you want to donate, there is also a link in my video description. Thank you very much and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time.